We've been talking a lot about Bigfoot, but maybe we should start switching to UFOs.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about that.
Or
UFOs.
Or UAPs.
UFOs, UAPs are real, folks. If you don't know what we're talking about, this is a hilarious thing Trump did.
Well, hold on a second. And by the way, I think I also want to say, like, when you say
aliens are real, nobody cares.
No.
Nobody seems to care that there is technology out in the sky. We have legitimate military vetted footage of technology. We don't know what the hell it is.
Right.
And nobody cares.
And if you don't want to like buy into the alien argument, that's fine.
You don't have to.
Just buy into
it's even scarier if it's not aliens.
Just buy into the argument that nobody knows what it is.
If it's not aliens and it's something that Russia or China has, and if you've seen these videos, please do some Googling. They are footage from Navy fighter pilots of these. There's so many of them. The government is declassifying them June 1st. Do you know that was in the COVID bill, right?
Yeah. They paid
Trump?
In the COVID bill was they paid to have a research completed.
No, the COVID bill, Trump put this in the COVID bill. I love it. He said, COVID stimulus, you're declassifying everything you know about UFOs.
Well, I know part of the COVID bill too also included funding for like a third party report.
Whatever.
To present
you know,
Congress.
June 1st, it's coming out.
Yeah.
June 1st, everything the government has ever had on UFOs is being declassified. Supposedly, I'm sure like the really cool stuff they're not going to leak. But you can go out and watch these videos and it's not nonsense. This is the military is releasing these videos and saying, we don't know what the hell this stuff is. The propulsion systems, the way these things are moving is unlike any technology we've ever seen. Like, this is real life and nobody seems to care.
No, I think a lot of people care now.
Nobody's talking about it.
Are you kidding me? There was a whole 60 minutes on it. There was a huge thing.
It's starting to gain traction.
Yeah.
Either way, it's scary. If it's aliens, if it's aliens, it's a little scary, right? I mean, if you've seen the Tic Tac footage.
There's way more than the Tic Tac.
The way these things are moving, the propulsion systems they're using, it is not a conventional combustion style propulsion.
Well, that's the whole thing. They don't know what even. Like, it's hard. You can't even say propulsion system. You just don't know.
Well, I mean, it's moving.
Yeah, it's moving.
So there's some sort of propulsion.
You don't know.
You don't know. But if it's not aliens, then some government or some crazy inventor has some technology. You know what no one's talking about that I think is a legitimate possibility?
They're just badass seagulls.
No, they're people from the future. Why aren't people discussing that? I mean, I gotta feel like that is legitimately as likely as an advanced alien race.
Anything's likely.
All I'm saying is this stuff is real, people. The government admits it. They're releasing footage left and right. In June, they're going to release everything they have. And I want to believe. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's aliens.
Most people could at least agree. Like, you don't have to go to the alien consensus.
Right.
You just have to go to, like, it's not issues with the sensors.
It is not. I'm sick of hearing, it's a flock of seagulls on the radar for them. No, it's not. It's some sort of craft that's doing stuff that we can't understand.
Yep. So
it's happening a lot. And
over the years,
it's happened a lot over the years. There's a lot of recordings of it. It's not just one area. It's not just one type of craft. You know, another thing what if they call ultra terrestrial? Did you listen to that, Joe Rogan?
No.
Like, what if it's crafts that have been here for a long time? Like, think about it. If you're an alien race, I'm going to throw out drones to all these planets and just have them bury themselves there and just sit around. And then they'll come up at some point and come out. What if it's that? I don't know. Personally, I got to think statistically what's the highest likelihood of what this stuff is. And I got to think the most probable outcome is it's not aliens.
Well, it's like that argument of, like, this is really weird. Like, prove that God doesn't exist.
Right. It's hard. You can't.
Right. So, like, you got to keep everything on the table. You got to keep all theories on the table. So
And then, like, do you think we'll know what they are sometime in our lifetime?
I don't know.
I mean, have you seen the videos?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
The way these things are moving, and what's more like chilling to me.
I love the selfie pics of like the flying like pyramid from the fighter pilots. Yeah.
Yeah. The crazier thing to me is honestly the more damning piece of evidence is listening to the fighter pilots talk about it. Because it's one thing for me to watch a heads-up display of an F-18.
Yeah.
But it's another thing for someone who's an expert at the top of their field talk to me about this and be like,
I like how they were saying, like, have you watched the 60 Minutes where they interview more pilots?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. And they like talk about how like they were like being a little unprofessional and that, but then they go to the pilot. It's like, holy shit, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I know. Listening to these, like, and these are not like, these are advanced naval aviators, like Top Gun level fighter pilots. Listening to them talk about how these things move in relation to their expertise on like aeronautics, it's chilling. I mean, we gotta stop talking about this. These crafts are moving unlike anything that we've ever seen, and hearing a fighter pilot tell that to you is like much more impactful than me just watching some video. So if you're curious about this, go listen to the fighter pilots.
Go watch the 60 Minutes. It's a good kind of high level overview.
Anyway, aliens are real. The other thing is like nobody seems to care.
No.
If you go to CNN or Fox News, no one's talking about this.
I actually disagree.
Really?
I think it's gotten way more mainstream.
Well, it's gotten way more mainstream, but this should be the only thing anyone's talking about in my mind. I mean, honestly,
a lot of people care. They got a lot of funding.
This is, if it's not aliens, some government has war-fighting technology that is magnitudes better than anything we've ever had. And that is dangerous to us, you know? Mm-hmm. Or maybe it's like our government. Maybe we have it.
That's the thing. Everything's on the table.
What if it's people from the future?
Everything.
It would make sense.
How do you
that people from the future would come back?
You can't disprove anything.
I can disprove the fact that people don't believe that these things are real and it's happening.
Yeah, people need to.
I think the video data we have and the firsthand pilot testimony, people are like, oh no, it's not happening. I think we can disprove that it's happening. I don't know what's going to happen.
This just means Meldrum was right about everything.
I mean, but how crazy it is that we live in an era where we could see aliens being confirmed. I mean, that's on the table. It's not likely, but it's on the table. More so than it's ever been.
Yeah. I think what's on the table is that there's just a big mystery that needs more data and research.
And, you know, honestly, at least we're taking it seriously now. And it's not just like fighter pilots being made fun of for seeing this. At least like we're acknowledging that we're seeing stuff out there. We don't know what it is. And let's at least expend some effort trying to determine what it is.
Yeah.
So, okay. More to come.
It's a popular thing now because, I mean, Congress is pushing a little bit more for it because, like, honestly.
And the Republicans are, which I love.
Everybody is. The voter base wants it.
Well, I want to know.
I know, exactly.
I mean, if aliens are real, think about what that does to religion. Religion's done.
No, it doesn't. That just that proves a lot of different.
It disproves a lot of mainstream religion.
It just, no, the way religion will work is it'll just transform.
They'll BS like, oh, God created aliens too. You know, they'll word around it. I know, but I want to say that, but maybe I feel like we could just confirm aliens exist and nobody cares.
Like, oh yeah,
okay, cool. You got a flying Tic Tac. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's like some of the famous footage.
Yeah.
All right, I could go deep on this for